Shalom Israel. Okay, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. I found another article. It's dated today, actually, January 9th. What was that, yesterday? Oh, it's today, okay. It says, ready for Big Brother. It says Americans increasingly accept unrestricted facial recognition tech. Since Americans are increasingly embracing Big Brother, according to a recent survey that found only 1 in 4 want restrictions on the use of facial recognition technology by governments, a marked change from 2 months ago. Just 1 in 4 Americans want strict government limits on the use of biometric technology. All right. It says, let me read that again. Just 1 in 4 Americans want strict government limits on the use of biometric technology, which means, in a nutshell, most of Americans are zombies, man. Most of these Americans are zombies. You got your handful of doomsday preppers, your handful of so-called truthers out there, along with us, of course, you know, the men of the Lord, all right, the hopeful elect, you know, and you got your handful of people, but for the majority, all right, most of these people are asleep, all right, and they're just like you know, sheep to the slaughter, man, all right, not knowing what's going on, just following that shepherd, Esau, the so-called white man, the elites, man. All right, you know, some of the so-called truthers, they call them sheeple. So it says, just 1 in 4 Americans want strict government limits on the use of biometric technology, with opposition shrinking further if such technology will help law enforcement reduce shoplifting or speed up security screenings at the airport. Right, and that's what Esau Edom, so-called white man, that's what he wants to do, as he always does, man. You know, he slides in his agenda through he slides in his agenda, all right, through means of convenience. Just what he doing with that chip, man. He's sliding it in there. He's easing it in there through means of convenience. You know, he got that just last week. You know, the article or was information coming out about this Google Solely project, I believe. It's through Google, to where you have a watch, and is it a watch? No, it's like this little I guess this little pad that you put on the surface of like your computer or something like that. And what it is that you can control it like with your hand, like with different hand movements. You know, like say for example, you put the Solely you put the Solely tab on your phone, and like say you make a hand gesture without touching the phone, mind you, make a hand gesture to turn the music up, you know, by rubbing your your index finger and your thumb together or something like that, and it'll turn the music up, you know, and it's cool, you know. You got the smart TV, you know, you got all these different technologies, man, which Esau plans to roll it in through convenience. You know, just like these cameras. He's saying that you know, it'll help reduce shoplifting. It will help law enforcement. It will keep this country safe, you know, which is also why I believe that Trump is not going to get that wall built. All right. And that government shutdown is going to continue. And I think it was yesterday where he was going into I was watching that he did like I guess a nationwide address, basically explaining to the people of, you know, why that wall should be built, you know, because apparently a lot of these so-called degenerate northern so-called Hispanics, all right, coming over here, and you know, it's not safe for the American people, you know. And of course, like we were just reading, like I was just reading rather, in this article, they're gonna fall for it. Okay. Now it says half, and I just want to say Salaki, if I didn't explain that Soli project, I try to explain it to the best of my ability, but brothers can go watch it. It's a SOLE project, and see what new inventions Esau is coming up with. Now it says it reads on, according to a national poll conducted last month by the Center for Data Innovation, opposition to biometric surveillance decreases with age, and women are more accepting of the technology than men. The poll results show, because women, they're very materialistic. The scriptures say in Job 39:17 that they are deprived from wisdom. All right. Whereas a man, he's less susceptible. All right. All right. He's less prone. All right, to be fooled, because they say men think with logic, women think with emotions. Okay. Half of respondents oppose restrictions on biometric tech if the scanners are used to stop shoplifting. Just 3 months earlier, half of Americans were still against facial recognition for theft prevention purposes. According to the Brookings Institute, only a quarter of them would oppose retail use now. What changed? Have Americans chosen convenience over dignity? And that's exactly what changed, man. And that's how Esau's, like I said, that's how Esau is gonna slide it in right under your nose, man, with convenience. It says biometrics executives put their heads together in November to figure out how to sell biometric surveillance to the citizens. And why is that? Because, they're trying to make it to where it's as friendly as possible, for lack of better words, man. They're trying to make it to where it's as less harmful as possible. It's like a mouse trap. The mouse, he's not gonna go in that trap because he knows he's gonna die. But if you put some cheese on there, if you put something that he likes on there, he'll feel more comfortable and he'll let his guard down, and then he goes on there and get cracked. All right, that's just like what Esau's doing with these convenient based biometric devices, man, which we know ultimately is gonna lead to the RFID chip. Okay. It says biometric executives put their heads together in November to figure out how to sell biometric surveillance to the citizens, worried about numbers that revealed as many as half of Americans oppose use of the tech in the retail sector and believe law enforcement's use of the technology should be strictly limited. But only 3% of the population were vocally opposed, even then, meaning everyone else could be convinced to stop worrying and love Big Brother. Okay. So this is Proverbs chapter 5 verse 1. Actually, I'm going to start at 3. It says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. And that's Esau's MO. Okay? The words, like the scriptures say in Psalms 55:21, his words were smoother than butter, yet war was in his heart. Okay? And we always go into it of how, all the treaties that he had with Gad. To where it seemed nice. No more war, we're going to help you out and stuff like that. We're going to give you guns, this, that, and the third. But yet war was in his heart. Okay? So that's the same thing he's doing with this chip. All right? Yet war is in his heart, man. He wants to stake his claim, as we always get into the word karax and karagma. All right? Going into the stake, an incision, a physical incision. All right? And he tells you this in his movies, man. Esau tells you how he wants things to be in the future. And when you watch this movie, Ghost in the Shell, All right, you had that famous Netflix series. What was that? It was pretty good, to be honest. It was on Netflix. It's called Let me see if. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find it real quick. I'm trying to find it. Netflix. This might not come up this way. But I'm trying to remember the name of that show on Netflix. I forgot the name of it, man. Oh man, but it's basically like that movie Ghost in the Shell. I'm trying to remember. Maybe I'll remember it later. What other movies? Upgrade. That's the recent one. That was a good one that just came out. An older one really is I Robot. RoboCop. This is what Esau plans to do to the people, man, to the masses. And right now, he's presenting it as it being helpful. You know, like paraplegics. You know, he's putting chips in their spine so that they're able to walk again, so that they're able to use their prosthetic legs. Okay. So this is back at Proverbs chapter 5, verse 3 again. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter, sharp as a two-edged sword. Now let's look at the end result to where Esau is going to push this biometric device, also known as the RFID chip, which is going to come to. Okay, but at the end, the end result was horrendous. To where Esau is going to paint it. Hey, Esau is going to stop. Trying to he's going to stop putting the cheese on a mousetrap. All right. He's going to throw you on a mousetrap and kill you, and you're going to see it plain as day, but it's going to be too late. Revelations 13 and 14. And deceiveth them on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay? And he's deceiving many by those miracles. Okay? A person that was never able to walk again, I can see it now, man. Esau throwing it on the TV. So you have a paraplegic crying, talking about, I can never, I had plans to jog again. I was never able to do it. I used to love to run. I had plans to run a marathon. Now I'm never able to do it because I got my legs blown off fighting for this country or some shit like that. And then Esau come out of nowhere with the chip. We have a solution. That's their solution. It says, and Esau, he played that shit over and over again, for the masses to brainwash the masses. So it says, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Okay, so now they're making an image to the beast, which the beast is the Roman Empire, man. All right, and America is the second leg of the Roman Empire. It represents the Roman Empire, man. When you're in school, what they tell you to, they tell you to write your papers in what? Times New Roman. All right, you have Roman symbols on the money. Okay, because this is the Roman Empire, man. And the ancient Roman Empire, where you had the plebeians and patricians. Now you have what? The Democrats and Republicans, man. All right. As well as the House and the Senate. That was, they had certain hierarchies amongst the government in the ancient Roman Empire as well. So it says, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You know? So first he was performing miracles. You know? He was bringing it on softly, sweetly, if you will. And then he's saying, fuck it. He went on to say, fuck it. Whoever don't worship this image is going to be put to death. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which this is the main thing. This is the main event, if you will, to where Esau is going to chip you, man. He's going to chip the people. All right? And don't worry, it's going to be, as I say, it's going to be to your convenience. You know? It's going to be to your help, which most people are going to take it, but then you're always going to have those who are going to rebel. You know, you're always going to have those doomsday preppers, those truthers, those Christians. All right? The men of the Lord. All right? So those are the ones he's going to try to put to death for not taking that chip, as it is written. You know, some shall be beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. You know, because we have faith in Yahweh Shai. And the Lord told us in Revelations 14, if you take the chip, you're going to be burnt in the lake of fire, which is America, after it gets hit by the 200 million missiles. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay? So that mark basically means that you are okay with being a slave to Esau, Edom. Okay? Like in the ancient world, what? You know, you were the slave of what? He would put a bow in his ear, basically saying that I want to remain a slave. Okay? I want to remain under tribute unto this house. So that's the same thing if you put the chip, if you accept that chip. You're basically saying, I don't need a savior. I want to stay here. All right? So Yahweh Shah is going to say, okay, well, you're going to be destroyed here. All right? Because the Most High is going to destroy this place and everything in it, and everything with it. Okay? And he's only going to deliver his, you know, those that stay faithful to him, Lord willing, you know, us of the hopeful elect that's pushing his word in truth, sincerity, we stay faithful, Lord's willing, man. And that no man might buy or sell. Hey, that's why we do these videos, man. You know, that's why, you know, we do things that the Most High delights in. So hopefully he can have mercy upon us in that day, man. And that no man might buy or sell. Hey, another thing too, just to add, you know, this doing these videos, it helps build your faith. You know, it helps build your faith too. And, you know, you feeding the elect, which also Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah likes. So it says that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here was wisdom. Let him that have the understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And we are assured, especially now with all the information coming out about this RFID chip, that is the mark of the beast. Okay, when you go into verse 16, it says in the right hand or in the forehead, this guy Carl Sanders, who was actually the one of the architects or the designers of the chip. All right, he even said that the best place to put the chip is in the forehead, right beneath the headline, or in the right hand. Reason being because those are the best places, all right, to fuel the charging system within the chip. All right, because the charging system within the chip, it has what's the word? They were saying how those are the best places because the charging system it relies on where the most heat changes. I guess the most heat changes in the body, or something to that extent. All right, so those are the best places to where the heat changes the most, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, hey, you hear from the horse's mouth. You know, hey, so Esau's, hey, beware. All right, the scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right. All right, hey, so with that, Lord willing, you are can edified. Hey, hey, stay on your watch, man, as watchmen should. Shalom to the elect.